because I was trying to get in touch with Charles and couldn't. I didn't have a way to do it, and I didn't realize that.
Hello, we're at Texas A&M Commerce, and we're here for the dedication of the Velma K Waters Library. They're getting ready to start in a moment, so we hope you join us. And in this auspicious occasion, this is such an honor. We all know her and love her in Carthage, and this is such an honor, and they're getting ready to get started.
Good afternoon. I have to be careful. I gotta hold my voice down here. It could be too loud. Hey, thank you so much. Welcome to Texas A&M University Commerce on this very special occasion. Welcome to all the friends and family of Velma Waters family and friends, and the folks from the university. We're really excited about having you here. This has been a day in the making for quite a while now, and we're ready to go with this. You know, A&M Commerce and even ET, because I know we have some ET folks in the room.
Yeah.
Right? This has been. We've had a storied past as an institution. Whether you talk about Professor Mayo setting up shop here and creating an institution here, whether you talk about the day that the Texas A&M University system adopted this university and made it Texas A&M University Commerce. We talk about the day when we created this new onslaught of buildings, like the nursing building and so forth, which I hope you'll be able to check out sometime, either today or later on. Each of those were very important moments in the history of our institution. But I guarantee you that now and down the road, today will be another watershed moment in our university's history. And again, long time in coming, very important, where we get to honor one of the pioneers of this university, one of the individuals that exhibited more courage than a lot of other people at this university, and that's Velma K Waters. Velma was the first African American to receive an undergraduate degree at our institution in 1968. And there was a moment in time, I'm just going to share a little personal story. There was a time when we were looking at renaming the library. And we solicited names, we did our own history and did our own investigation, but every one of those efforts, Velma's name floated to the top. And because of who we are as an institution, where we've been and where we want to be as an institution, we felt like it was only appropriate to take a woman like Velma Waters and exhibit that spirit of Velma in the center of learning at the university, that is the library. How appropriate is that? So we're extremely excited about having you all here. I hope we thank you also very much for lending Velma's name to us to celebrate our university, and I hope we can do you proud. So, to move along in the program, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Lene Dunlop, who is our Dean of our library, that is also playing a very central role in this whole effort. And Lene, can you come up and say a few words? Thank you very much.
To Dr. Rudin and our distinguished guests, on behalf of the library faculty and staff of the Waters Library, our greatest desire is to honor Ms. Waters' extraordinary life and history-making accomplishments by fostering an inclusive environment, providing equitable access to diverse users, and increasing access to culturally relevant resources that elevate historically underrepresented voices. We are the gatekeepers of the university history, and we encourage the family to contribute documents, photographs, and other items of historical significance to our collection that will inspire current and future researchers of the university, local community, and the region to reflect on her courage and trailblazing legacy. At this time, we'd like to welcome Mr. Richard Waters.
That's my uncle, y'all.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be before you this evening on such an occasion like this. The Bible tells us, plainly to honor those to whom honor is due. And as we've gathered here to represent my mother, Velma K Waters, and this great honor that's about to be bestowed upon her, we must first honor and thank those who have made this event possible. First, we want to thank Almighty God for allowing each of us to be here right now. Come on, let's give him a hand. Next, we want to thank Texas A&M Commerce for this prestigious honor. There could have been 1,000 other people that could have been named. This library could have been named after, but they chose Mother. So, and of course, Dr. Rudin, President and CEO here at Texas A&M. Let's give A&M and Dr. Rudin come on. Yes, indeed. And of course, we want to thank the A&M staff. Where is Dr. Peace at? Hiding back there. We want to thank Dr. Peace, the entire A&M staff, the faculty, the alumni, all those that have gathered here. We want to thank you, and we want to celebrate you as well. Let's put our hands together and celebrate what they have done. And last but not least, I want to acknowledge my sister-in-law, Joyce L. Waters. Now, some people don't know this, but she was the catalyst that helped drive the process. And she was the one that lent an ear and put in the work. And we want to acknowledge Joyce today. Come on, put those blessed hands together and acknowledge Joyce. Thank you, sister-in-law, our sister in love. This is an occasion for celebration for many and for many different reasons. For our family, it's an opportunity to celebrate our mom, grandmother, our aunt. She's so much to us as a family. Secondly, the community, the entire community here in Hunt County. There's so many people that know my mom and our family, and you know what? It's a celebration for them, for somebody that has risen up from the grassroots of this region in this area to accomplish what she accomplished. And next, for the university, it's a celebration of one of its pioneers. Velma K Waters has become a beacon of hope and inclusiveness here at Texas A&M. I want to tell you a little bit about mom. I want to tell you a little bit about Velma K Waters. From her childhood, her father was a brick mason here at the university. He helped build some of the buildings here at the university, and she would take him lunch. And he told her one day that she would attend school here as a little girl. And those prophetic words spoken by her father would take more than 20 years to come to fruition. But you know what? He spoke something into her life that came to pass. Velma K graduated from St. Paul School here in Neylandville, Texas, and was the valedictorian of her class. Upon graduation, she married Robert Earl Waters, my beloved father, the patriarch of our family, and began our family. As time went on, Mama never lost her desire for higher education, and so began her quest to attend this college. It is recorded that she applied more than 5 times here at East Texas State College, as it was named at that time, before she was accepted in 1964. By the time she was accepted, she was the mother of 8. Worked full time as a maid for Professor Jackson and the Fullers, and had been out of school almost 17 years. Yet she believed and pursued after her goal. Little did Sister Velma K Waters know that her troubles were not over. They began to multiply. With a full-time job and a mother of 8, she began her journey into the furnace of higher education. Her story reminds me of the 3 Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who stood for their principles, who stood on what they believed, but it cost them a trip into the furnace. You know, for her, the trip into the furnace of education began with her journey. We lived more than 2 miles away from the college. We lived at 404 Railroad. That is a 2.1 mile walk by foot if you go through all the trails. In a car, it's 3.7 miles. And at that time, we didn't own a car. So the only way she could get to school was to walk. At night when she walked to school, my brothers, Larry and Michael, escorted her with our dog, our pet dog, Tiger, to school. During Mama's sophomore year, after she finished her freshman year, she became pregnant with my baby sister April, her 9th child. In her entire sophomore year, pregnant, she walked to school every single day. She never quit. She never gave up. She didn't complain. She kept her focus on what God had, the God-given opportunity that was before her. She did not quit or give in. She kept pressing forward toward her goal. It was shortly after the birth of April that my brother Charles, he's not here right now, was badly burned from his knee to his ankle. Required skin grafts and therapy. Oh my gosh. Multiple hospitalizations. All types of constant care was required for Charles. With all this hardship, she stayed in the furnace of education, not wavering, but standing in faith, believing that her God would be there for her. Miss Waters was unable to attend all the many doctor's appointments, and this bothered her. And Daddy and my grandmother made sure Charles got to the doctor, that he got the care that he needed. See, the thing that we know is that it took all of us helping, contributing for her to get to her goal. See, it was not just those hardships. There were economic hardships. It was a constant companion for her during her pursuit of education. It was a constant companion for her in the furnace of this affliction she was in. There were multiple times our electricity was off. Yet and still, she kept going. There were times when our water was cut off. Yet and still, she kept going. She never quit. The temperature of the furnace of this education increased with many critical events in her life and ours. But God, in his great providence, showed up just like he did for those 3 Hebrew boys. When they looked in that furnace, it wasn't 3, but there was 4 standing in that furnace. Yes, she was not alone. She was cast into the furnace, but not alone. In the midst of her furnace experience, God showed up. God showed up when Mama entered the furnace of education. He showed up in many different ways. He showed up as anonymous donors who paid her tuition and when she didn't have the money. God showed up as the community of Norris began to rally around her in her quest and really encourage her on her trip. He showed up as her church family prayed fervently for her and encouraged her not to give in. You see, she was not in the furnace alone. She was never deserted nor forsaken. Her God was with her every step of the way, and he kept her all the way to the end. And just like those 3 Hebrew boys, she exited the furnace better than when she entered. I'm reminded of the process of refining gold. The ore is placed into the furnace and it heated at various different degrees to remove certain impurities from it. And they scrape that off. But yet and still they don't take the gold from the furnace. They leave it in there and they continue to raise and lower the temperature to cause the impurities to rise. And then when the refiner can see his reflection in the gold, he knows that it's finished. And in 1968, the refiner saw his reflection in the face of my mother. And she exited the furnace of education and received her degree. Today we gather to honor Velma K Waters. And I want you to just put your hands together and just thank God for all that he has done in keeping her to complete her education journey.
At this time, we invite all of our guests to the north entrance of the library to accompany Dr. Mark Rutan and Miss Yolanda Waters Williams for the unveiling of the library name.
We're going to the north side of the library for the revealing of my grandmother.
Okay. It's still on.
But okay, to see her as a citizen of a country, as a citizen of a neighbor, people know my watching so they can do a story. They didn't know.
What we can do is write. We can write something and submit it.
Oh, it's on this side of the
Testing 1, 2, test.
Well, I don't know if you can back it. Can you back it?
They are preparing to unveil the name.
This is the first of two unveilings in the afternoon. This is to officially wording on the side of the building to acknowledge that this, from this point forward, will be the Velma Waters Library. And Richard, I'd like to thank, I don't know where Richard went, but thank you so much for those words. We're videotaping this, and I can tell you already the first thing is going to be in the archives as a result of your talks. Can you help me? So we don't want to spend too much time out here, so I said we get the show on the road, and I'm going to ask Yolanda to come up and join me up here. Done, Yolanda? Yeah. So we're gonna need a little. So we need family and friends to give us a count of 3, 2, 1. Okay? You ready? 3, 2, 1. And just so you know, there's also going to be some other opportunities for signage. The other side of the library where you came in, and on the east side. We wanted to have the ceremony on this side. The remaining two sides will also say the Velma K Waters Library. Okay. I I suggest we go back. You can always come back and get pictures, but I suggest we go back in. Please grab some water. Yeah.
There's some water. The water, y'all need some water. I don't need any water. Water.
You didn't get a water before. I bet you want one right now.
Great job, sir. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you, Sam.
You did a phenomenal job. You set the tone for a great moment.
Well, I thank you.
Yes.
I hope it was just right. Yeah. Wait too long.
But it said what needed to be said.
Yeah. It wasn't
You
easy.
didn't miss anything.
No, I didn't. Well, you know what? Some of my secret.
Oh, here we got the picture.
It's okay. Thank you.
At this time, we'd like to continue our dedication ceremony. First, I want to acknowledge our portrait artist, Ms. Deborah Lytle.
Yeah.
We thought it only befitting that we also include a portrait of Ms. Waters, besides just the library name on the outside. And the portrait will be placed at the top of the stairway. Some of you may have seen here to my left, my right here, for her remembrance. And at this time, I would like to invite Mr. Don Waters and Mr. David Waters to come forward for the unveiling of the portrait.
All right. Those are my handsome cousins, everyone.
Excuse me.
Woo! There's Miss Velma K Waters.
Yes. Beautiful. Great job.
Where's Miss Lionel? Please stand, please.
All right.
Thank you.
Painted it. Yeah, painted it. Painted it. The only thing she had was the books in the back.
That lady over there.
No.
From a picture.
Ask her again to stand up there next to it so they can see her.
Excuse me, Miss Lionel, I hate to do it, but they want to see you. Would you mind standing up by the portrait, please?
Yes.
Oh, I don't mean to take over the program. I'm sorry.
All right. Ooh, that's Miss Lana, everyone. The one that drew the picture.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I have the unenviable job of closing it out. First and foremost, I thank you guys for being here. We've recognized a lot of people, and I want to recognize a few more people. For all of the children of Velma K Waters, please stand. Thank you.
Thank you. Two missing.
I think I played a small role in this, but
Oh, come on.
well,
Yes.
Hold on. But the role I played, I got more from it than anybody. This actual photo, only three of the children had seen it by design. And so on the first time, we did Zooms. And so Yolanda and Ruth said, no, something's wrong with that photo. I'm going to tell the story. And so they kept saying, something's wrong. We don't know what it is, but something's wrong. Something about her mouth. And so I'm watching them on the Zoom. I'm not talking. I'm just listening to them talk. And so Larry chimes in and said, my mother was a no-nonsense person. She didn't smile that much. So they had to change the mouth because of Larry's description of the mom. I'm standing here on the shoulders of Velma K Waters. I came here years after her, but had it not been for her, I might not have come here as a student. And so it's a blessing, it's my sheer honor to have been a part of this. I praise God for Velma K Waters. I was listening to the story as Richard was talking, and I'm thinking, oh my. I don't want to walk from the library to my office sometimes. And she walked over 2 miles one way to school and 2 miles back.
Oftentimes after working.
And I knew I would do this. You'll have to edit this out. Thank you guys so much. It's been an honor. And we're still here for a while. It's been a great reunion for you guys. I watched you as you show love for each other. And I'm sure that Mrs. Waters, when she came here, she had no idea the history that she's making. And so the story, I think the point of that all is we all are here for a purpose. Don't know what it is. But if you let God use you, he'll show you.
Yes.
So, I'm going to sit down before Thank you guys so much for coming. God bless you. God keep you. We will certainly see each other again. So thank you.
wasn't expecting that, were you?
So what we were going to say is we knew that, especially after the year that we've had, there may be some faces that hadn't seen each other in a while. So we have a photographer here. We are willing, whatever group photos you would like to take. All of the pictures from today, we will be sending a link out. You're going to be able to look at them and load whatever there is. And so feel free to let us know what pictures you would like to have taken now.
Siblings go up there. Siblings go up there.
Siblings? Okay, I'm on siblings. Let's go, siblings.
Okay.
I sent you a text, so I think
I see why you like going live with me. My videos are too long.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
I'm going to delete all these videos.
Hold it.
Am I in your way? I'm just gonna take it.
Hold on, we got two other paparazzi. We just y'all smile.
Okay, these are the children of Velma K Waters, Velma K and Robert Waters at the dedication of the Velma K Waters Library here at Texas A&M Commerce. Thank you for joining us. And now they're being joined by the president, who is President Dr. Mark Rudden.
Next, grandchildren.
Grandchildren, not great.
All right, grandkids.
I'm going to leave my purse right here. Okay.
Everybody.
Y'all, don't forget y'all, her children-in-law.
Set it down.
Yes, Preston.
They said everybody. They said Greg. They said everybody.
Y'all need to take the in-laws.
First them and then all of them, I guess.
Grandkids. All right, come on.
Larry, over here, Larry. You need one of all the in-laws, the children-in-law, like Joyce, Rusty, Queen.
Dave, we can't see you. There you go.
No.
Everybody see the camera.
1, 2, 3.
Y'all stay like that.
These are the grandchildren of Velma and Robert Waters. And great.
No, we haven't put the great up there yet. They wanted the grandchildren first.
Robert's not a grandkid.
Wait, one more.
Yes, Robert is. Yes, Robert. Yeah. Yeah.
We gotta wait for the photographer. Hold on a second.
Okay, now stay up there. Stay up there, but now include the great grandkid. Oh, you just want the great grandkid by themselves? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Great grandkid. Great grandkid.
Sharon.
Rusty, what? Y'all get ready.
Oh, thank you.
There they are, Larry, over there.
Great grandchildren.
Joyce and Queen.
I'm coming right behind you.
Uh-oh.
Where's Ariel? Oh, I'm like, hold on, one more, baby.
Jared.
Jasmine, you can take pictures.
These are the great grandchildren.
Put your hands down.
Is that it? Wait. My spouse, Joyce, Queen, Rusty. In the bedroom.
Went to the rest what? To do what? Go with them?
No, not with them.
My brother likes it.
In-laws. Is that all? Hold up, one more.
Okay, we're closing down. Thank you for coming. Thank you.